Good afternoon, everyone. So today we will see Indian art and culture of Nitin Singhania's fourth edition. I have the book of fourth edition. Our topic will be India through the eyes of foreign travelers. At that time, when foreign travelers or pilgrims came to India to explore our country, what they see through their eyes, we will see in this topic. We will continue our series and will cover the whole uh, uh, travelers which was came in India. So let's start. So first is Megasthenes. Uh, Megasthenes was an ancient Greek historian, diplomat, and explorer in the Hellenistic period. He was born around 350 BC before Christ. Megasthenes visited India between 302 and 288 BC and an ambassador of Greek general Seleucus I Nicator. He visited the Mauryan capital, that was Patliputra, during the region of Chandragupta Maurya, who was the founder of Maurya dynasty. He described India in his book Indica, the book which was written by Megasthenes was Indica, in which we get to see that time in Maurya period our uh, uh, what was in our India and how was our India at that time. So the name of the book is of Indica, which was written by Megasthenes. He was an traveler which was sent by Seleucus Nicator. Unfortunately, the original copy of this book was lost. Later, famous Greek writers such as Arrian, Strabo, Diodorus, and Pliny referred to Indica in their works. Modern Greek scholar Scavenbeck collected several fragments of Megasthenes' work, and based on his collection, John Watson published a reconstructed version of Indica in 1887. Indica described the subcontinent, means our India, as a quadrilateral shape country bounded by ocean on the southern and eastern side. And today what we see in southern, eastern as well as in west, we see ocean. In west there is Arabian Sea, in east there is Bay of Bengal, and in south there is Indian Ocean. But at the time when Megasthenes visited in India, he saw that there the country or the subcontinent was bounded by two seas. In south there were Indian Ocean, and in east there were Bay of Bengal, and the shape of our country was quadrilateral. Bounded by ocean on southern and eastern side, it also provided details of soils, rivers, plants, animals, administration and social and religious life of India. उन्होंने इंडिका किताब में सिर्फ भारत का शेप ही नहीं बल्कि सॉइल, जो मिट्टी होती है, नदी होती है, प्लांट, एनिमल्स और प्रशासकीय व्यवस्था उस समय कैसी थी और सोशल एंड रिलीजियस लाइफ कैसी थी भारत में तब वो बताया है। मतलब समाज में लोग कैसे रहते थे, किस प्रकार का समाज था, धर्म किस प्रकार था, रिलीजियस लाइफ कैसी थी लोगों की, उनके बारे में भी हमें पता चलता है इंडिका बुक में से। His book also communicated that Indians worship Lord Krishna during that time and there exist 7 castes in India. He founded 2 major aspects of Indian caste system, that is endogamy and hereditary occupation. He was influenced by Herodotus' classification of Egyptian society. When Megasthenes came to our India, he saw that our society uh, and our religious life, all the environment is similar to Egyptian society and their religious life. So, in this book, in Indica, he has written all about our country. He says that I have seen Lord Krishna. It means people give more importance to Lord Krishna at that time. The major faults of Megasthenes' work were, means which were the major faults of Megasthenes. First is the uncritical acceptance of Indian folklore. Second, a tendency to idealize Indian culture from a Greek philosophical point of view. Second, our foreign traveler is Heliodorus or Khamba Baba. Heliodorus was an Indo-Greek ambassador, मतलब इंडियो-ग्रीक के दूत थे हेलियोडोटस, सेंट बाय Antiochus, Indo-Greek king of Takshila. Takshila at that time was a province which was situated in Pakistan at that time, in India only, but today it is in Pakistan. To the court of Bhagbhadra, 5th ruler of Shunga dynasty, in which ruler the Heliodorus came in India. So the 5th ruler of Shunga dynasty in Vidisha, Madhya Pradesh, around 113 BC, 113 BC he has came. He is famed for erecting a pillar at Vidisha, Madhya Pradesh. The pillar which still exists is locally called the Khamb. You know Khamb in Marathi language, Khamba. Here is also the word Khamb or Khamba. There are same. It means pillar. Baba or Herodorus pillar. It is known as Khamba Baba or Khamba Baba or Heliodorus pillar. This Garud pillar was set up by Heliodorus in honor of Hindu god Vasudev, which means Vishnu. In our local language we say is Krishna. The inscriptions at this pillar site are known as Besnagar inscriptions, and the inscription written on this pillar, which is Khamba pillar, Khambaba or Heliodorus pillar, that inscription is known as Besnagar inscription, means pillar पर जो अभिलेख लिखे हुए हैं उसे बेस नगर अभिलेख कहते हैं. From this inscription, it is noted that Heliodorus adopted Hinduism, that is Vaishnav, and styled himself a Bhagavata, follower of Vaishnav sect. Means he adopted Hinduism and styled और खुद को भगवत बना लिया. भगवत यानी फॉलोअर ऑफ वैष्णव सेक्ट, यानी जो भक्त होते हैं जो वैष्णव परंपराओं को फॉलो करते हैं, उसमें उन्होंने अपने आप को ढाल लिया था. हिंदुइज्म स्वीकार कर लिया था. किसने? हेरोडोटस ने. थर्ड इज फाहिन, which came from China or Chin at that time. 2 people or 3 people came from China at that time. First is Fahin, Hensang and Aizing. Yes, 3 of them. So first of all we will see Fahin. Record of Buddhist kingdoms. He has got to see record of Buddhist kingdoms. Fahin was a Chinese pilgrim. चाइना के एक भक्त थे और तीर्थ यात्री थे. Who visited India during the Gupta period around 400 AD. जो गुप्त वंशज के वक्त आए थे 400 AD में. During the period of Chandragupta II. First pilgrim which came to India at Chandragupta I period, that was Megasthenes, sent by Seleucus Nicator in Chandragupta I's period. And Fahin, Chinese pilgrim, came to India at the time of Gupta period, and in whose time Chandragupta II, which is also known as Vikram Aditya, or he wore the title Vikram Aditya. He came to visit various Buddhist monasteries. जो विहार होते हैं उनको एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए, देखने के लिए, ऑब्जर्व करने के लिए फाहिन भारत आए थे. एंड टुक द कॉपी ऑफ रिलीजियस टेक्स्ट, और वो अपने साथ धार्मिक किताबें जैसे हिंदुइज्म की भगवद गीता है, वैसे ही बौद्ध धर्म से रिलेटेड जो टेक्स्ट है रिलीजियस, वो धार्मिक किताबें वो अपने साथ लेकर गए. ही विजिटेड पेशावर, तक्षशिला एंड मथुरा. पेशावर एंड तक्षशिला is located both the place in Pakistan today's time, and Mathura is in India. Kannauj, Sravasti, Kapilvastu, Sarnath. It is in Sarnath, MP or UP. Sarnath and many other places. He compiled a travelogue record of Buddhistic kingdoms. His book details the religious and social life of India's at that time. उन्होंने अपनी किताब में बताया है कि उस वक्त धार्मिक जीवन और सामाजिक जीवन भारत में कैसे थे गुप्त पीरियड के टाइम. फाहिन ने अपने बुक में ये 2 बातें बताई थी. द फॉलोइंग एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ इंडियन कैन ऑल्सो बी फाउंड इन हिज बुक, विच वॉज द Buddhism and Hinduism were the most popular religions at that time. Means both Buddhism and Hinduism was famous religious at the time of Gupta period, when Fahin, the foreign traveler of Chinese, came to our India. at that time. Buddhism was more popular in Punjab, Bengal, and the region around Mathura. It means बुद्धिज़्म वॉज सबसे ज़्यादा बुद्धिज़्म अगर था तो वो पंजाब में था, पश्चिम बंगाल में था, और मथुरा के आसपास के जो प्रदेश है उसमें बुद्धिज़्म बहुत ज़्यादा फेमस था। और मथुरा के आसपास इसीलिए होगा बिकॉज our Gautam Buddha was from Lumbini, Nepal, and as Buddhism was more expanded in north and in east, so हो सकता है कि मथुरा और उसके आसपास में तब बहुत ज़्यादा था बुद्धिज़्म। Second, we get to see he studied the Sanskrit language in Pataliputra. It means Fahin studied Sanskrit language in Pataliputra, the capital of Gupt, or it was also the capital of Maurya. He described internal and foreign trade of India as well as its ports. उन्होंने इंटरनल, भारत का जो इंटरनल है भारत के बारे में, और फॉरेन ट्रेड जो कि विदेश व्यापार है। विदेशी व्यापार मीन्स कैसे व्यापार होता था भारत में, कौन से देशों से व्यापार होता था, किसके थ्रू होता था, उनके बारे में बताया अपने किताब में। और पोर्ट्स यानी बंदरगाह। इंडिया हैड ट्रेड रिलेशंस विद चाइना, कंट्रीज ऑफ साउथ ईस्ट एशिया, वेस्टर्न एशिया एज वेल एज यूरोप। फाहिन ने अपने किताब में बताया कि इंडिया हैज़ ट्रेड रिलेशन विद, भारत के व्यापारिक संबंध थे चाइना से, साउथ ईस्ट एशिया से यानी दक्षिण पूर्व एशिया, वेस्टर्न एशिया, पश्चिम एशिया, इन विच सेंट्रल एशिया also comes, as well as Europe. Fourth, we will say Huansang or Siyuki. He was also a Chinese traveler. Hensang. First we have seen Fahin, now is Hensang. A Buddhist scholar, monk and translator, means he was a Chinese traveler. Second, he was a Buddhist scholar, and third, he was a monk, भिक्षु and translator, जो कि एक भाषा को अदर भाषा में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, ट्रांसलेट कर सकते हैं। He came to India through the Silk Route between 629 and 644 AD. Huansang came to India through Silk Route. You have, I think you heard the name Silk Route. वो एक रास्ता था जिसके ज़रिए पहले के टूरिस्ट बोलिए या ट्रैवलर्स अपनी कंट्री को एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए शॉर्टकट रास्ता अपनाते थे, क्योंकि तब व्हीकल्स या कुछ भी नहीं होते थे, वो बाय फुट ही आते थे। सो जिस रास्ते से वे आते थे उसे सिल्क रूट कहते हैं। ड्यूरिंग द रीजन ऑफ हर्षवर्धन, there is a chapter Harsha's time in medieval history. So the king was Harshvardhan. At that time Hensang came to India. He was also known as Huanzang and the Prince of Pilgrims. See, the question are asked in exams that the Prince of Pilgrims has said to which travelers, uh, यानी तीर्थों का राजकुमार बोलिए या यस तीर्थों का राजकुमार या तीर्थ क्षेत्रों का राजकुमार किसे कहा गया है, तो वो है हेनसांग या वेंजांग, as you pronounce it's okay, but we confuse in Fahin and Henza, but keep in mind that it is Henzang, not Fahin. Okay, he is known as Prince of Pilgrims, तीर्थ और ये तीर्थों का राजकुमार उन्हें कहा जाता था. From his famous book Siyuki या साइयुकी, Buddhist record of Western world, we get details of administrative, political, religious, economic and social conditions during that period in India can be found. The book, which was written by Huan Sang, the book is named Siyuki. We get to see in that book the administration of India, of Western world, political life, religious life, economic and social condition during the period of India can be found. However, the descriptions were biased so as to glorify Buddhism and praise King Harshvardhan. Some important points to remember. See, here is important points to remember. So first is in Siyuki, the book written by Hensa, he described mainly the city life in India. In this book, Hensa described the life of city. At that time, there was Patliputra city, Kannauj was the city. Okay. In terms of construction of various types of houses, city streets and the like, स्पेशली ऑफ कन्नौज, उन्होंने बताया है कन्नौज के बारे में कि उस वक्त सिटी कैसे होते थे, सिटी में मकान किस प्रकार के होते थे, लकड़ियों के कि सीमेंट के, उन उसके बारे में उन्होंने बताया. स्ट्रीट, तब सड़कें कैसी होती थी, उन सब के बारे में हेनसांग ने अपनी किताब सीयूकी में बताया और कन्नौज के बारे में बताया, जो कि एक सिटी थी और कैपिटल थी हर्षवर्धन किंग के वक्त. श्रावस्ती एंड कपिलवस्तु had lost their religious importance and instead Nalanda, which is situated in Bihar, and Vallabhi, Gujarat, became the center of learning. When Huanzhang came to India at Harshvardhan time, he has get to see that Kapilvastu and Sravasti, they also were city. So Kapilvastu and Sravasti had lost their रिलीजियस इम्पोर्टेंस, मतलब ये दो शहरों ने अपने धार्मिक महत्व जो है वो पूरे समाप्त हो गए थे यहाँ से. और नालंदा जो कि बिहार में है एंड वल्लभी दैट इज इन गुजरात बिकेम मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट सेंटर ऑफ लर्निंग. श्रावस्ती और कपिलवस्तु ने अपना रुतबा खो दिया था जब हेनसांग आए थे. और वल्लभी जो गुजरात में है और बिहार के नालंदा जहाँ पर यूनिवर्सिटी है, विश्वविद्यालय मोस्ट फेमस नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी ने अपना इम्पोर्टेंस गेन कर लिया था. As per his as per his text, Harsha divided state income into 4 parts. हेनसांग ने कहा है कि हर्षवर्धन जो कि किंग थे, राजा थे, उन्होंने अपनी इकोनॉमी 4 भागों में बांटी थी. फर्स्ट वेर 1/4 फॉर रूटीन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ स्टेट. म्हणजे जे राज्यों के प्रशासन थे उनमें 1/4 1/4 भाग अपने जो आय या बोलिए या जो तिजोरी होती है राजाओं की, उन्होंने अपनी तिजोरी से 1/4 4 हिस्से किए थे. तो पहला हिस्सा जो 1/4 भाग में उन्होंने प्रशासकीय विभाग को दे दिया अपने राज्य के. सेकेंड 1/4 टू पे गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज़, और दूसरा जो है वो सरकारी अधिकारियों के लिए उतना ही 1/4 ही था. तीसरा 1/4 टू स्कॉलर. तीसरा जो स्कॉलर होते हैं, विद्वान होते हैं, जिसमें पंडित भी आते हैं, उन्हें 1/4 हिस्सा दिया. चौथा उन्होंने चैरिटी टू ब्राह्मण एंड बुद्धिस्ट मॉन्क. यस, जो चैरिटी होती है, जैसे दान में दिया जाता है किसी संस्था, उस टाइम में पता नहीं थी या नहीं, बट कोई संस्था हो गई, किसी लोगों को जो प्रेफर नहीं करते टू अर्न मनी और विच इज़ वेरी पुअर एंड दैट पीपल एंड गिव टू ब्राह्मण एंड बुद्धिस्ट. ब्राह्मण मतलब जो ब्राह्मण होते थे उस टाइम, पंडित, उन्हें बुद्धिस्ट मॉन्क जो बुद्धिस्ट भिक्षु थे उन्हें चैरिटी में देते थे. द इनकम ऑफ हर्षवर्धन वॉज डिवाइडेड इंटू 4 और वॉज गिवन by his state to this 4. Now he however narrated that traveling was not safe during that time. हेनसांग ने कहा है अपनी किताब में कि सुयुकी या सीयुकी में कि उस टाइम ट्रैवलिंग सेफ नहीं था, मतलब घूमना फिरना सेफ नहीं था हर्षवर्धन के टाइम में. और क्यों, उन्होंने हमें रीज़न भी बताया है. बिकॉज ड्यूरिंग हिज स्टे व्हेन सांग विजिटेड काश्मीर, पंजाब, कपिलवस्तु, बोधगया, सारनाथ एंड कुशीनगर, he also traveled through the Deccan, Odisha and Bengal. He spent 5 years at the University of Nalanda and studied under आचार्य शीलभद्रा. उन्होंने अपने 5 साल नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी या विश्वविद्यालय नालंदा जो बिहार में है उसमें 5 साल पढ़ाई की. किसके, वो कौन थे उनके गुरु? तो आचार्य शीलभद्र और शीलाभद्र. His journey to India was recorded in detail in the classic Chinese text Great Sang records on the western regions. Now next we will see about Aising or Yizing. Aising or Yizing, a record of the Buddhist religion. Aising or Yizing was a Chinese Buddhist monk who stayed in India from 671 to 695 AD to study in Nalanda Mahavihar. He explained that Buddhists of northern India and the island of the South Sea followed Hinyan Buddhism. When Aising or Yizing, he has 2 names, came to study in Nalanda University, he explained that Buddhism of North India and island of South followed Hinyan Buddhism. इसका मतलब जब वे आए थे भारत तब उन्होंने देखा कि जो उत्तर भारत है और जो साउथ भारत है, साउथ भारत के सीज से लगे हुए आइलैंड थे, उनमें हीनयान बुद्धिज्म फॉलो करते थे लोग. देयर वेर टूज, हीनयान एंड महायान. Okay, so they will follows Hinyan. And the Buddhists in China and Malayu followed China and Malayu Mahayana Buddhism. And the people of China and Malayu follows Mahayana Buddhism. According to him, there were only 4 principal schools that followed traditional Buddhism. These schools were Mahasamghika, Stavira, Mulasarvastivada and Samitiya. Mahasanghika, Stavira and Mulasarvastivada, and yes, that's it. These were the schools at that time of Buddhist. He has translated many Pali and Sanskrit languages. So see, the most ancient language was Prakrit and Pali. Pali was used by people which were very poor, and yes, Prakrit were also used, but Pali and Prakrit is very ancient languages, and from these two languages Sanskrit language originate. I feel that I didn't know its originate Sanskrit, but I feel that from Pali and Prakrit, or most from Pali, the Sanskrit language is originated. He translated many Pali and Sanskrit Buddhist texts into Chinese, which include the Mulasarvastivada Vinaya, Golden Light Sutra, Diamond Sutra, and Avdanas. Let's see next, Suleiman Tazir. He was a 9th century Persian Muslim merchant, traveler and writer from Iran. He belongs to Iran. Who belongs? Suleiman. Suleiman belongs to Iran, that West Asia. In 19th century, Persian Muslim, he was Muslim, merchant, traveler and writer from Iran. He traveled to India and China and wrote an account of his voyages around 850 AD. He traveled to